Welcome to my second ever YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial which is really easy. Starting off strong with the Wee Cherie Gripping Primer from the Beauty Crop. This is one of my favourite primers as it literally grips the makeup to your face. Not only that, but they have two different sizes of this primer. I've got the extra large version and it's lasted me such a long time. And I promise, when you use a gripping primer, no matter what the brand is, most of the time, it's so much better than any other primer. As you can see, once I've blended it in, I try to tap it into my face as I feel that makes it even more grippy. Now I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Weightless Perfecting Foundation in the shade 2C2. This was my first time trying this foundation and I can definitely see what all of the hype's about. Not only does this foundation still look like your skin, but better, it literally feels like there is nothing on your face. So I'm just applying this foundation with a brush, but you can also apply it with a beauty blender or even with your hands if you want to. But it's given my skin such a gorgeous glow and it's covered everything that it needs to cover. So now I'm just going to go in and do the rest of my face with this foundation, and honestly I am pretty shocked with the results. I didn't think I was going to like this foundation as much as I do. This video is pretty much like a makeup tutorial and makeup review, as these are some of my favourite products and I'm also trying out some new products as well. Just like this foundation, it is extremely viral, but this is the first time I've tried it and not gonna lie, I am very happy with this foundation. I'm not quite sure how much this foundation is, but I know it's definitely on the pricier side, and not gonna lie, I think it's actually worth it. My skin looks unreal. Now I'm going in with a H&B Cosmetics Soft Focus Concealers. The shades that I use are SF 0.5N and SF 2.5. These concealers are some of the most affordable, full coverage, creamiest concealers you will ever use. Not only that, but they are only £16 each, and sometimes when they're on sale, they're even cheaper. But these concealers are so creamy, you only need a small amount and it spreads such a long way. Not only that, but this concealer makes your under eyes look absolutely flawless, and I like to use two shades, one to brighten up the under eye and one to kind of blend in with my foundation. As you can see whilst blending it out, it's making my under eyes look so much brighter and I just look genuinely more awake. If you haven't tried these concealers yet, I definitely recommend trying them, and the shades that I got are like my two favourite shades, so if you want to get the same shades, it's up to you. But I would say my final score for this concealer would definitely be, I'd say a good 9 out of 10. I do have a few other concealers that are really good as well, but definitely nowhere near as cheap as these. And of course, I wanted to give you guys a full tutorial, so I wanted to make sure that I kept as much of the makeup tutorial in the video as possible, so you can actually kind of watch me do my makeup in real time. But just look at how gorgeous my under eyes are. I love it. Now I'm going in with the P. Louise Cheek of It bronzers, and the shade I'm using is Caramelted and Made to Shade. This one here is Made to Shade, and then this one here is Caramelted. To go in with Caramelted first to bronze up my face before I use the shade Made to Shade. The one called Made to Shade is more of a contour, and that's why I like to use it after I've used the bronzer. But literally, these bronzers melt into your skin like butter. They're so easy to blend out and they're very beginner friendly. Like I said, this is in real time, so you're literally watching me blend it out in real time and it's only taking a matter of seconds. And I just love the way these give you such a subtle yet gorgeous bronze glow. Not only that, but these Cheek of It bronzers come in, I think, around 40 to 50 shades. I own at least 10 to 12 of the shades of these bronzers because I literally love them so much. So if you haven't tried these, I definitely recommend them, especially if you're a beginner. And I feel these are more on the affordable side, or I would say in the middle, because they are £15 each. But they do have an offer at the minute where you can get a bronzer and a blush for £15, which is a bargain. But just look at how gorgeous that bronze is. It's literally like my perfect shade. And then after I finish blending it out on my cheeks and on my forehead, I like to go in with a little bit of bronzer on my nose, just to snatch my nose a little bit. I also put a little bit under my lip, as I find that the little shadow under your lip makes your lips look bigger. So I'm just using a little fluffy brush to blend this out, and I'm also blending it onto my eyelids so it looks seamless. And then of course after I've done that, I'll just blend the little bit under my lip, and as you can see, it kind of forms a shadow. But of course, after you've finished doing all of your bronzer, you can then move on to the shade Made to Shade. This is my most exciting part because it literally just changes the whole dimension of your face. Like when I look straight forward, my face just kind of looks bronzed, but after I use this shade Made to Shade, it makes my face look chiseled. And it also gives my cheek a shadow, which makes my face look even skinnier. And honestly, the results just speak for themselves. Look at the difference, it's insane. So now, of course, I'm going to go in and do the exact same on the other side. I only use this contour shade on my cheeks. I do not use it anywhere else because I don't really want anywhere else to be shadowed. But these are some of my favourite bronzers / contours, and they're literally just incredible. I love them. Now I'm going to go in with the Made by Mitchell blush / blushes. And the shades I'm using are Posy Rosy, which is this one here. And then I'm also going to use the shade Sweet Cheeks, which is this one right here. I like mixing the Made by Mitchell blushes because they have so many different shades, but mixing them is so much fun. Not only that, these are some of the most affordable blushes I've ever seen, as they are only £5. Look at how easily they're blending out. It literally is just blending so easily. And the pigment on these blushes is just insane. So this is what it looks like, pretty much completely blended out. So I'm just going to go in and do the exact same on the other side. So I'm using Posy Rosy and then Sweet Cheeks. To spray a little bit of setting spray on my brush before blending it out, as I find it blends it out so much easier. But honestly, there is probably about 40, 50, 60 different shades of the Made by Mitchell blushes, so it's definitely a product I recommend. And no matter what colour blush you like, they will definitely have a shade for you, whether it's pink, peach, purple, yellow, whatever colour you want, they will have it. So now I'm going in with the brand new Huda Beauty Peach Pie powder that I've seen everyone raving about. And this is the cute little sponge it has to stop all the powder coming out. I'm just going to put a little bit of the powder onto this palette so then it's easier for me to pick it up. And then I'm just going to go straight in and set my under eyes and look at the bags under my eyes and how they literally disappear within seconds of using this powder. All I've done is put a little bit on my powder puff, dabbed it under my eye, and look at the difference. It is literally insane. I think you can tell by my face that I'm literally shocked at the results. The line under my eye is completely gone. So if you are someone that's seen everybody raving about the Huda Beauty Peach Pie powder and you thought, oh, it's not true, the rave is not actually real, honestly, this powder is so damn good. It's literally like a blurring powder. It just completely blurs whatever you apply it to. As you can see from my face, I am very shocked and I'm literally in love with this powder. Just look at what it looks like at the end. That is crazy. So now I'm just going to go in with my powder puff and obviously set the rest of my face because I do not want to have a wet base before I go and apply all my powdered products, or it just goes really cakey and horrible. And I'm just lightly dusting over my face with a fluffy brush just to set everything even quicker. I know a lot of people do say this is a waste of powder, but I promise you I'm not wasting that much at all. I definitely love this powder. Now it's time for the Too Faced bronzer. This is my powder bronzer and this bronzer is insane. So this is called the Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer and it's one of the only bronzers that I own that has a bit of a shimmer to it, which literally gives you that iconic bronzed shimmery look. Every other bronzer that I've been using recently has been a matte bronzer with no shimmer in it, and I just find it so boring because I'm pretty sure bronzers are supposed to have shimmer. Just absolutely love this product. I use it pretty much every single day. As you can see, it is well loved, and I also love to take it on holiday with me because it looks so good. Literally just applying the smallest bit over the top of your sun cream. It looks literally, you'd think it wouldn't look good, but I promise you it does. Obviously, I just put a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and just under my chin. But as you can see, I got a massive long hair in my eye, which was really annoying me. I don't know why I decided to keep this part in the video, but hey ho. So now I've finished using this bronzer. Honestly, I just absolutely love this bronzer so much. It's my favourite one. So if you're going to take anything from this video, go get that bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with the Made by Mitchell mini blush book. You get 4 shades of blush powders and this book is for everyone. Not only that, but I just find the blush book so cute. It's so practical and you can take it everywhere with you and still have an option of shades. I'm going in with the shade Seeing Pink, as this is the one that I use pretty much every single time I do my makeup. And this blush literally blurs your face whilst giving you a gorgeous flush of colour. And these are also some of my favourite blushes, not only because they have a gorgeous colour, but they're also really buildable. So the more you apply, the brighter and the brighter it will get, whereas some powders don't do that. I apply the blush to the high points of my cheeks, on my forehead, on my nose and on my chin, just because I want it to really blend everything together. But I think you can see why the shade Seeing Pink is my favourite colour, because it literally just gives you that gorgeous flush of colour and it just kind of reminds me of the Barbie pink. But I absolutely love this blush book. I'm pretty sure it's only £10 as well, which is crazy. Now I'm going in with another Made by Mitchell product. As you can tell, I love Made by Mitchell products. This is the Biscuit Bish Blush Glaze and it's pretty much like a liquid highlighter. So instead of applying this straight to my face, I'm going to apply a little bit to the back of my hand and then apply it on my face with my finger, as it makes it blend out so much easier. And the heat from your hand helps to warm up the product, which also helps to blend it out. As you can see, it gives you such a gorgeous glow, but when I do this, I do like to apply a highlight powder over the top, not only just to set it, but to enhance it. So I'm just going to go in and do the exact same thing on the other side of my face, but honestly, these blush glazes are so good, and again, they come in so many different shades. But out of all of the shades that he does sell of these blush glazes, this is definitely my favourite one. So after I've finished applying that to my face, as you can see, it looks absolutely gorgeous, and it's just given me such a nice glow. After I've finished applying the blush glaze, like I said, I like to go in with a highlight powder just to set it down. So this is the Dior Backstage Highlight Palette, and I like to use this white shade to set down my blushes. And as you can see, not only does it set the highlight down, but it also enhances it by like 10 levels. And I just love using these two products together, as I feel like they are literally the perfect little combo. Like, you can't tell me that does not look insane. When have you ever seen a highlight that's that blingy? Like, it's so flashy and so bright. Finished doing that, I like to go in and put a little bit on the tip of my nose, and also put a little bit on the inner corner of my eyes, as I feel like it really brightens up my face and makes my eyes pop out a lot more. Like, you can't tell me that that doesn't make the biggest difference. But this is my favourite highlight palette, and I don't think that will ever change. And of course, after I finish doing that, I like to set my face with the Iconic London setting spray. This also gives you a really nice glow, as it does have small glitter particles inside it. This is one of my favourite setting sprays because, like I said, it does have the glitter in it, and even my chest, you can see it gave me a gorgeous glow. Even if you spray this over matte makeup, it will still make your makeup look glowy, which is such a cool feature. Now I'm going in with my favourite lip kit ever, which is the Kylie Cosmetics matte lip kits. These are absolutely incredible. So I'm going in with the lip liner in the shade Dulce K. These lip liners do not budge. They're really creamy when you apply them, but once they dry down, I promise you they do not move all day long. Then once I've finished outlining my lips, obviously outlining my top lip and the bottom lip, I do like to overline them the smallest little bit, but I like to go in with the matte liquid lipstick just to blend it all together. And I do apply the lipstick onto my lips with the applicator, but I also like to dab it in with my finger just to make sure it's all blended in properly. So that is pretty much the finished look. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.